WITN ENDZONE, every Friday night at 11. High school football. Scores and highlights. Regional games, regional coverage. WITN ENDZONE, sponsored by 264 Shoes and Apparel.
When Mother Nature sends rain, we play on Thursday. I'm Dugan Lloyd. Welcome to the End Zone, where history was on the line in Tarboro for the 2A East Final. The Vikings had been to the last 8 state title games and planned on making that 9 tonight against Warren County. First possession, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Arm tackles would not do the trick on Antonio Drought Jr. He sheds 3 Eagles en route to the game's first score. Jeff Craddock's defense was allowing just 6 points a game this postseason, but there's always room for improvement. Cameron McDowell-Moore jumps on top of the loose football to set himself up. A hustle play on one end leads to an expenses paid vacation to the end zone. That's his 29th touchdown this year. Leading 14-0 in the second quarter, Tarboro gets crafty. A double pitch back to Jalen Farr McNair. Not only does he have wheels, but hops as well. Up and over the defense for 6 more as the route was on. T-Town is celebrating yet again in the East Final. They win 40-zip, as that's now 9 in a row for the Purple People Eaters. We've got 3 more semifinals to hit. A shocker in 3A, a close one in 4A, and a close one in 5A. 3 big highlights coming up, as well as Jacksonville playing tomorrow. We'll cover all of that in the next couple of minutes. All that after the lottery. In 3A, Kinston was the underdog on paper this evening, but you could also say that the last 3 weeks. Facing against the East heavyweight James Keenan, a state championship berth was on the line tonight with Haley Hollinger on the sideline.
Yeah, Dugan, the battle of the highest and lowest seeding in the bracket, with Kinston at the 14 and James Keenan at the 1. But regardless of seeding, these guys have both had pretty good seasons, and with defenses of their caliber, we knew it was going to be a tough one. And nothing says tough like a scoreless first quarter, something James Keenan hasn't experienced this year. And the Vikings struck first after capitalizing off a fumble. Tyler Jones finds Reginald McNeil for the tutty, but it wouldn't last long, as the Tigers would retaliate with a punch from Jeremiah Hall to tie up the ball game. And before half came to a close, Kinston would try to find an edge. Jones airs it out, and Tyreek Copper flies to the rock behind double coverage. What a catch. They go for 2 and get it 15-7 Vikings at half. And it was full steam ahead from there. Jones hits Genesis Wiggins on the run, and he doesn't stop, barreling all the way to the end zone, leaving Tigers in his wake. And an unexpected safety from the Tigers put Kinston up 2 more, 24-7. But the nail in the coffin tonight was one last touchdown and a push to shore for the Vikings, as they took down the 1 seed in an exciting 30-7 victory. And Coach Gieselman and his guys are excited and thankful.
TC! Come on now! I say our fans, they packed out. It's an hour drive, and everybody was here. It seemed like we had the same amount of fans as them, and they right around the corner. So I think our fans, they really had us up, and I'm just grateful to have these fans. I sit it behind our back.
It's huge for our program. It's huge for our community. 10 years ago to the day, we were playing Southwood Jets Cone in the Eastern Regional Finals, and we won. We went on the state championship, but we came up short. And so we're hungry, we're driven. We've never won a state championship before, and that's the goal going forward to next week.
And everybody in Kinston is excited, as I'm sure you could tell. So we'll see if they can carry the momentum from tonight into next week as the 14 seed in the state finals. In Warsaw, Haley Hollinger, WITN ENDZONE.
What a win for the Vikings. Thanks, Haley. We've got one more break, but when we return, both West Craven and Northside Jacks fight to keep their playoff runs alive. In 5A, Northside Jacksonville last went to the state championship game in 2016. To get back, they'd have to go through the East top seed in Hunt, where Chris Cook joins us from.
Yeah, Dugan, Northside knew they were going to have a tough battle ahead of them tonight, as they were playing against an elite Hunt team who has been dominating all year. But both the coaches, players, and the fans showed up tonight to fight till the end. Hunt took a 13-0 lead in the first half, and with just seconds left before the half, Northside wanted to get a Hail Mary touchdown. Reginald Gray heaves it down the field, and Mez Harris saw that one coming from a mile away. He picks it off in the end zone. Second half now, when Northside tried to get out of that 2-score deficit, but Gray's pass gets picked off again, this time by Isaiah Chadwick, who grabs a few extra yards. Hunt had a turnover of their own the next drive, though. They give it away on the fumble. Northside couldn't capitalize, and this time Hunt holds onto it. Dorian Jones fights off some tacklers and marches into the end zone. Hunt added another score to their lead. In the end, Hunt wins it 20-7. Coach Kendrick Pollock was emotional after the game.
Extremely proud of my guys. We didn't give up. We're young, and we knew that it was going to be a tough battle coming in at the beginning of the season, but the guys stepped up and they played hard, and we're excited to be here, and I plan to be back next year. The standard is standard. We know that we were young coming in, and we got a lot of guys coming back, and the coach has changed it back to where it was, and it starts at the top with the administration that we got, and then took it down to the building to the kids, and we're extremely proud, and we know next year that we got this great opportunity to be here.
And on one end, Northside is sad that their magical season has come to an end tonight, and it's going to be a long ride back to Jacksonville for them. But on the other end, Hunt is just as happy as they can be because they are now on their way to the state championship. Reporting in Wilson County, Chris Cook, WITN Sports.
All right, Chris, a tough way to end your season, but as Coach said, a lot of guys coming back next year. As for our final game in 4A, West Craven on the road as well, over 3 hours from home. Taking on Reedsville, the Eagles were after their first state championship appearance since 2008. Early on, things went to plan. First the safety and then the extra effort from DJ Davis as his 54th touchdown made it 8-0. The Rams, however, would not flinch. After tying it, Michael Smith would put them back ahead. They led 14-8. They'd been to 13 state championships this century and had all the momentum midway through. Frankie Galloway makes it 20-8 there, but this game was not over. After cutting it to 6, DJ Davis and company could retake the lead in the fourth quarter. He threads it to Chris Person Jr. as West Craven led by 1, but the game comes down to one fatal field goal as Reedsville wins.
WITN End Zone, sponsored by 264 Shoes and Apparel,